It is a wonderful day. It is a Friday, and I wanted to reach out and say hey to all the people out there on the internet. And hey, I wanted to talk today about how do I sportify my business. So I wrote this book, my most recent book. It's called Sportify. What's up, Jay Delabray? Happy to see you. My brother, Magnum Daniels. What's up, Mr. What's up, Dan Magnus? Happy to see you, dude. Hope you're doing well. How do I sportify my business, right? Why does this matter? Who cares, right? So you got to keep in mind, in the ever-changing landscape of business, small businesses, solopreneurs, medium-sized businesses, man, small business is the backbone of innovation growth of the American economy. Jay Delabray, legend, bro. Happy to see you, dude. Thank you for chiming in. 30.7 million small businesses in the U.S. alone. There's 30.7 million small businesses, okay? That accounts for 99.9% of all businesses in the United States. 99.9 are small businesses, okay? Peter Contos 2023. Are you still in California? I was in California yesterday. I'm in Vegas today. I'll be on the border in Mesquite tonight, and then back in Denver tomorrow. Peter Contos says, I want to train with you, but I'm in Florida. Go to coachingcatch.com or certifiedcatchwrestler.com. We're going to be out in Orlando. It's going to be me, Harry Smith. We're trying to make a big deal of it. Love to see you come out at Brian Russio's Grappling Mastery. It's going to be amazing. That's probably the best thing for you to come out there. Now, guys, it's super important for you guys to remember that 99.9% of the American economy is small businesses. This is why all the bullshit that happened during lockdowns nuked small business. Like it was some insane, like 30% of small businesses got hammered. If it's 99.9% of the economy, you can see how important small business is for every single one of our lives, right? And that journey is super fraught with challenges and the need for guidance, the need for mentorship. This is something that stopped me for the longest time. And thank God I finally, some of us are so stubborn and so into the grind that it takes a minute for us to figure this out. And thank God I did, okay? According to the U.S. Small Business Administration, only 50% of small businesses survive 5 or more years. Only half. And only a third survive 10 years or more. That's crazy. Okay. So I have many companies that are hitting the 2-decade mark. This is telling you that I figured out how not to die and thrive and grow despite all these challenges. Okay. So you got to remember there's a lot of opportunity out there. Small business created 1.6 million jobs in 2019. Okay. And companies with less than 20 employees experienced the largest gains with 1.1 million net jobs, right? So why am I going on and on about this? Because I've developed this methodology in my efforts with the software company that my wife and I run. I've been studying a lot of gamification, which is this idea of taking elements from games like leaderboards, badges, points, things like that, and to begin to use them in non-game contexts. However, as I dug into the research, I started seeing the limitations in gamification. And I realized the solution, the limit of gamification is basically, it's great with extrinsic motivation, but not intrinsic, internal motivation. And I realized that sporting went beyond gaming. And a lot of that intrinsic motivation came from coaching, by adding coaching into gamification, right? So the Sportify method that I came up with, it's a unique blend of revenue growth, high standards, excellence, teamwork, and innovation, right? It's a tailored approach for solopreneurs, small business owners. It's about organizational leadership. It's about, I took organizational leadership, professional development, and the functions of a fractional chief revenue officer and integrated them into this method that's really about creating impact, purpose, greatness. So in a survey by Guidance Financial, 55% of small business owners said they opened their business to be their own boss, and 39% said they wanted to pursue their passion. This Sportify method resonates with these type of aspirations, providing real, actionable, inside strategies, things that you can do right now. So you have to understand this. This took me forever to figure out, and I'm trying to help you guys with this. Investing in coaching is not an expense. It is truly the greatest investment. You look at anybody that's a pro, Vanessa, Serena Williams, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron, they all have coaches, because at that level of the game, man, you need somebody that's going to push you even harder than you push yourself, especially on the days when you don't feel like doing it. Somebody's going to get on you, somebody who's going to hold you accountable, right? A study by the International Coaching Federation found that 86% of all companies that invested in coaching reported at least a 100% return on investment. Double. That's what that means. 100% return on investment. That they doubled their money on the coaching. I routinely help guys. I have a bunch of testimonials, man, where I am in 90 days, I am increasing their revenue, sometimes doubling it in 90 days. At least 30%. You can look at, like, what is your income in a quarter, in a 90-day period. Okay. Let's say that in 90 days, you make $10,000. Okay. So what would 30% of $10,000 mean? $3,000. That's the base bare minimum bump in income that I see when I coach people, is a 30%. But a lot of times I'm seeing, again, a 100, 200% increase. These coaching packages that I do with No1 Coaching, they are tailored for solopreneurs looking to get to a real business. And I'm not knocking you guys. You guys have real businesses, but your impact is limited by the number of people that you employ. You're actually, if you don't have how to replicate, you are the bottleneck. You're the one retarding your growth. You've got to start expanding, scaling, right? Silverback martial arts. You did it for me, bro. I'm clearing 100K this year at 25 years old. Dude, I'm so proud of you, man. Like, so much about this is about, and people don't like to hear it, but it is really about sales and marketing. You've got to figure it out. And a lot of people want to hire it out and you could do that eventually, but you got to figure it out yourself. You got to know what you're doing. Okay. So, I need you to understand, right, that sportifying is about emphasizing excellence in every aspect of business operations, right? A study by McKinsey found that companies that invest in improving their customer experience, improving your customer's experience, that they can increase revenue by 5 to 10% while reducing costs 15 to 25%. And they could do this in 2 years. Right? This is because you have to actually focus on excellence in customer service and product quality in your internal processes to get things efficient. This is what Sportify does. It aligns a lot of this, right? Teamwork is crucial here. So we've got to get everybody aligned. Another report, this one by Salesforce, 86% of employees and executives cite lack of collaboration or ineffective communication. for workplace failures. Sportify, it fosters a culture of collaboration, teamwork, putting points on the board as a team. Innovation, man. You've got to innovate. You got to be creative. Another study found that the most innovative companies grow 62% faster than less innovative companies over a 5-year period. 62% growth by focusing on innovation. You've got to, man. The world is constantly changing. So, I keep going back to the software company today, but that's because, software and technology changes so fast. You have to constantly be innovating, constantly. I mean, dude, it was 2 years ago, everybody's freaking about blockchain. Now everybody's freaking about AI. Next thing is going to be quantum computing. I mean, dude, it's coming so fast. Where are you? I've already got 3 certifications in AI. And it's just basically hit the scene like 6 months ago. I'm certified. This is how fast you have to innovate and stay on top of things, right? So HubSpot, everybody knows HubSpot, right? According to HubSpot reports and stats, companies that align their sales and their marketing, they could achieve a 208% higher marketing revenue. 208% by integrating, aligning sales and marketing and the other revenue generating functions within a company. That's what Sportify does. It aligns everything. Beyond all of this, what about building resilience and building agility, right? Because resilience and agility are vital. A report by the BCG found that an agile business, somebody who can pivot quickly, adapt, improvise, they achieved 70% higher revenue growth when it compared to non-agile businesses. Sportify, again, just like sports, builds resilience, builds agility, enabling these small to medium-sized businesses to adapt and seize emerging opportunities. Okay? Silverback, what's up, Morgan? Says, when do you think it's appropriate to start hiring other people? I've been battling with understanding when it's time to start hiring employees. This is an interesting question. It depends on the function, right? So there are employees that are cost centers and there are employees that are revenue centers. You can almost always hire revenue generating employees, people in your sales and marketing team primarily, especially if they are really a majority of their funds are from commission. Where you run into problems is hiring a big finance team and not a single person on the finance team actually brings money in. So, you really want to get to a point where each employee, let's say if you took your annual revenue and divided it by the number of employees, you want revenue per employee to be over $250,000 at a minimum. So you need to look at how much money are you generating, and then kind of divvy that out. And then, of course, always put a weight on people that will bring in money and not cost money. I hope that helps. So, guys, this Sportify idea is not just philosophy. This is a proven approach that I've developed over the last 20 years that fosters excellence inside your organization, that boosts the teamwork, that inspires and drives and rewards innovation, implements growth and scaling like growth hacks, building resilience. So when the economy takes a hiccup, your company survives. I've been an entrepreneur now through 3 different financial crises, 3 of them. Okay. That takes resilience. Sometimes it's really hard and you've got to be harder. As hard as it gets, you got to be harder. Okay. So I would really love to see you guys hit me up, and I would love to help you. You guys got to stop thinking in terms of price and start thinking in terms of ROI. If I said to you, dude, this is going to cost you $25,000. It's $2,000 a month on a minimum of a 1-year contract. A lot of you guys are going to probably flip out. You'd be like, what? But what if I told you, based on my track record, that you give me that $25,000 and we're going to boost your income, right? What if that income goes from you give me 25,000 and I give you 250,000? So you actually bought yourself with that 25,000, $225,000. Do you understand? The return on investment is more important than the price. If I just told you without, it being a coaching service and without it being about the guidance and the mentorship, if I just said to you, man, you give me 50,000, I'll give you $500,000, period. At that point, you'd be like, dude, that's a no-brainer. I just 10x'd my money. You would go ask every relative you had. You'd go donate blood. You'd start a paper route. You'd figure out how to get that 50 grand. This is what I'm doing. I'm teaching you how to farm. I'm teaching you how to hunt. I'm teaching you how to live by your wits, so you're not at the whim of some employer. Okay? The thing is when you become an entrepreneur and you begin to serve people, every person is your boss. Okay? And some of you might be like, oh, that sounds awful. No, it's awesome. Because if any one boss doesn't like me or fires me, or I decide to fire them because I don't like them, I got 9,990 other ones that I can rely on. Do you understand? So it's actually the least risky thing, but you have to build that network. You have to build that up. It takes a minute to do so. So, guys, I'm going to jump off here in about 2 seconds. If you guys have any questions, now is the time to throw in the chat. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys. I hope you have a killer weekend. I spent yesterday the day before, we were in the W Hotel in Hollywood. It was amazing. We had a room called the Fantastic Suite. I don't know if you guys saw some of my social media. It was sick, dude. It was like a corner, gigantic suite. They actually call it the Fantastic Suite. Hung out at the rooftop pool, ate, drank, had a great time, met a bunch of people, did some networking. Went to Universal Studios as a VIP, got on the crazy new Super Mario's augmented reality ride where you wear this screen and you can see all this stuff overlaid. It was really neat, like a heads-up display unit. And you play a video game while you're on the ride. It was really cool. And then we jumped on a jet real quick, came over to Vegas last night, my wife and I, to celebrate her birthday and my birthday. And we're here at the Cosmopolitan, which is a great hotel. And saw the show OPM. I don't know if you guys have seen this, OPM at the Cosmo. Fantastic show. Brilliant show. Kind of like a vaudeville, I don't know how, a variety show. Man, it was amazing. Acrobats, comedians, singers. It was so cool. And now we're off to go jet and pick up my youngest, who's been with his grandpa in Nevada and Mesquite for the last 2 weeks. Going to go pick him up, take him home, and next week we start school. So, guys, let's start this year. Let's finish it out. 2023 is coming to a close. Let's make some money. I'm here to help you, but I can't do it unless you show up. So I'm here to help you figure it out. Hit me in the DMs, make an appointment. You can go to No1 Coaching, set up an appointment there. What's up, Leo? Happy to see you. So, I appreciate you guys. Have a killer Friday, and we'll talk soon.